Hello there, you are now watching TVS News at 5 with me, Hari Zainuddin. Now let's begin. Premier of Sarawak, Datuk Patinggi Tan Sri Abang Johari Tun Openg urged the public to remain vigilant and comply with the standard operating procedures during the month of Ramadan. He further added that compliance to the SOPs is crucial as the country is slowly transitioning into the next phase.
Kita nampak bahawa ketika kita memasuki endemik, maka sudah tentu masyarakat kita boleh bergerak sedikit. Umpamanya waktu petang bazar kita, saya nampak banyak juga orang yang pergi ke bazar. Tetapi dalam kita mempunyai kelonggaran ini, saya nasihatkan supaya kita terus menjagakan kesihatan kita dan SOP kita.
He said this when officiating the Sumbangsih Raya 2022 presentation ceremony held at Wisma Bapa Malaysia on Friday. Sumbangsih is an annual program where contribution boxes are distributed to personnel on duty during Aidilfitri. This year, a total of 11,500 boxes will be distributed to 10 agencies, an additional of 1,450 boxes compared to last year. The 10 agencies are the Army, Police, Malaysian Maritime Enforcement Agency MMEA, Malaysian Fire and Rescue Department or BOMBA, Prisons Department JPM, Malaysian Immigration Department JIM, Malaysian Royal Customs Department JKDRM, Road Transport Department JPJ, Malaysian Civil Defence Force APM, and People's Volunteers Corps or RELA.
Flight frequency to major destinations in Sarawak has been increased from 576 flights to 615 flights weekly, effective April 6, following the approval from the State Disaster Management Committee SDMC.
In a statement today, Sarawak Transport Minister Dato' Lee Kim Shin stated these include flights from Brunei Darussalam and Singapore. Lee added the approval was given after SDMC took into consideration of various factors. This approval also took into account that international travelers going to Sarawak must show negative PCR test results that were taken 48 hours before departure. He urged international travelers to download and update their MySejahtera application and purchase health insurance coverage including COVID-19 of not less than $20,000 US. In this regard, he calls upon airline companies to inform passengers prior to boarding their flights from the country of departure.
An abattoir in Krokop Miri has been directed to close temporarily following the detection of the African swine fever ASF virus on Wednesday, April 6. Minister of Modernisation of Agriculture and Regional Development, Datuk Sri Dr. Stephen Rundi Utom said the closure order was issued in accordance with Section 25, Veterinary Public Health Ordinance 1999 as a control measure to prevent the spread of the disease.
In a statement earlier today, Dr. Rundi said the purpose of closing the premises is to enable cleaning and sanitation work to be done effectively. Dr. Rundi assured the public that the ministry, through the Department of Veterinary Services Sarawak, is always proactive in surveillance work to monitor the spread of the disease. He added that the ministry would take necessary action so that the abattoir could reopen as soon as possible to reduce losses by farmers and butchers. Meanwhile, to meet the demand for pork supply in Miri, the Department of Veterinary Services Sarawak TVS allowed the movement of pork from Sibu, Samarahan and Kuching to be sent to the division. Previously, on April 6, the latest divisions to be declared ASF disease control areas are Sri Aman and Surian, following Indonesian media reports of an ASF outbreak in West Kalimantan.
Now, in collaboration with the Ministry of Transport and the Department of Irrigation and Drainage Sarawak, river cleaning works were held in the Miri district. In addition to ensure the cleanliness of the rivers, the river cleaning works are also intended to avoid flood disasters caused by clogged drainage system due to garbage being disposed in the river.
According to the Minister of Transport, Dato Sri Lee Kim Shin, Sungai Miri Kecil and Sungai Adong are among the important rivers in Miri due to their close proximity to housing areas.
This one is Sungai Miri Kecil, 3 kilometer long. Yeah, and the other one is
Sungai
Sungai Adong.
yeah, Sungai Adong.
This one is
both sides.
Sungai Adong. This is to cater for Jaya area. So the water from all these housing estates can flow out to the Sungai Adong. So now they clear out the Sungai Adong. This one is 5.7 kilometer long. 5.7 kilometer long. Yeah.
2 rivers, huh?
Yeah, 2. Because this is very important because this is the outlet for all the housing estate here.
Okay.
Last time Pemajaya flooding with this river block. Last time a lot of this vegetation and so on.
Lee added he also requested the Department of Irrigation and Drainage to carry out routine river cleaning work twice a year.
Yeah. And I have requested DID for regular maintenance of this storm drain. So now our program, what? Every 3 months, 6 months?
Every 6 months.
Huh?
2 rounds for
2 months.
Yes,
2 rounds. Sungai.
Okay.
Dia kena bersih sungai setahun 2 kali.
Okay.
2 kali ke 3? Itu 3 months.
2 times.
Dua kali.
within the
Okay. Hopefully this will solve. Last time Permajaya was flooding last time. So that's why I think we identified this one of the source of the cost.
Okay.
So, and we are also looking into further up to the Sasanadin side also.
The cleaning work in Sungai Miri Kecil and Sungai Adong has been completed, while the rivers in other areas are still in the process of cleaning.
The Sarawak Social Welfare Department will assist the family of late food delivery rider Yohanis Abdullah, who was killed in a road accident recently, to obtain citizenship status. Women, Childhood and Community Wellbeing Development Minister Dato Sri Fatimah Abdullah said, based on early investigation, the department would be helping Yohanis' mother Nurjana Abdullah and 17-year-old sister Siti Mariam Abdullah to apply for citizenship.
Daripada butiran-butiran yang saya dapati, butiran awal bahawa ibunya dan adik yang ada sekarang ini dan Allah yarham juga adalah bukan warga negara. Walaupun katanya berkahwin dengan warga negara, tetapi dari segi dokumen perkahwinan itu tidak terdapat dokumen. Jadi itulah yang puncanya. Jadi maknanya kita perlu atur, kita perlu bantu dan maklumkan tata cara bagaimana untuk mendapat memohon untuk kewarganegaraan. Sebab yang itu yang belum dibuat.
Fatimah said so after visiting the family at Semariang Pinggir, Kuching on Thursday. As Siti Mariam is only 17, her citizenship application will be done under Section 15A of the Federal Constitution, while Nurjana's application as a wife to a Malaysian citizen is under Section 15 bracket 1.
Maknanya kita nak lihat bagaimana proses pemohonan kewarganegaraan ini boleh dilakukan. Kita mahu beliau dari segi pendidikan, dia baru tamat SPM. Kemungkinan dia tadinya ada mengatakan dia berhasrat untuk melanjutkan pelajarannya.
In this regard, she hoped that the application process for both Siti and her mother could be expedited to be eligible to receive any form of assistance. Therefore, she urged the deceased stepfather, Muslimon Sulaiman, 57-year-old, who has legal citizenship status, to apply for a special allocation for the house repair from the Sarawak government through the state assemblyman from the area.
On Thursday, April 7, a 35-year-old man who hid for 2 years was finally brought to the Cebu court due to charges of fraud. The accused, Ngu Heng King, pleaded not guilty to charges under Section 420 of the Penal Code.
He was released on a 4,000 ringgit bail with 2 guarantees by the Magistrates Court on Friday, April 8. According to the brief read from Magistrate Punita Sivaraji, the accused deceived a 29-year-old insurance agent to buy 12% of 45,000 shares of the company on May 18, 2020. The victim met the accused on Facebook. After transferring the money, the victim requested documents of the company's shares. However, the accused gave various excuses and blocked the phone number. This prompted the victim to file a police report.
Now, former national shuttler Dato' Lee Chong Wei has dismissed talks of venturing into the world of coaching at this point of time. The three-time Olympic silver medalist admitted that some parties are courting his services as a coach. However, he has no interest in that field yet.
Local media had reported that Chong Wei had been pursued with offers to be a coach from several Asian countries, with his former coach, also a national badminton legend, Dato' Misbun Sidek, supporting such an opportunity. In June 2019, Chong Wei announced his retirement after 19 years of making the country proud on the international badminton stage.
A Singapore court on Friday, April 8, sentenced an Australian man, Andrew Gosling, to 5.5 years in prison for killing an elderly Singaporean man and hurting his wife with a wine bottle. The victims were identified as ethnic Malay Muslims in what the judge called an act of religious hostility.
In 2019, Gosling was convicted of causing death and grievous hurt by a rash act for throwing a wine bottle at a group of people 2 stories below him, striking 73-year-old Naziari Suni and killing him. The bottle bounced and injured the shoulder of the man's wife, Manisa binti Sitri. Gosling's parents, Ian and Pamela, said they did not think Gosling would have deliberately hurt the victims and sought forgiveness from the victim's family. The victim's son and daughter also attended the court sentencing and said they were glad to finally have closure.
We are very glad that finally there's a closure. Yeah, I mean, it's been a long
Journey,
3 years. Yeah, so it's really daunting on us that, you know, it keeps going on and on and on. But we are just glad that finally it's just...
Gosling's lawyers said they intend to appeal the sentence.
He wishes to file an appeal. So what it means that within 14 days we need to lodge his appeal. And in this case, we are only appealing against the sentence. After 14 days, the court would then, this matter is deemed to be transferred to the High Court. The appeal would be heard in the High Court.
That will be all the time that we have for the 5 p.m. news. And now do follow us on our social media platforms at TVSTVMY for more updates. Once again, I'm Hari Zainuddin. It's been a pleasure.